You thought, this time it's different. They spoke differently. They made you feel differently. In the beginning, everything felt that way. Then suddenly, it changed. Why do I always end up meeting the same type of people? A huge number of people in the world suffer from this problem. They change cities, they change their environment. Even when they changed everything, the result never changed. And this is obviously not a coincidence, yet many people still do not know the reasons behind it. In this video, I'm going to explain why you keep getting attracted to the same kinds of people, how your brain's internal mapping system works, and why the decision of this time it's different keeps leading you back to the same place. You're on Monk's channel. While you subscribe, I'll start the video. Enjoy watching. There are people in the world who live in different cities, grow up in different environments, and have never met each other. They all live different lives and meet different people, but when they look closely at their lives, they realize they always choose the same type of person. People watching from the outside notice this very quickly, but the person themselves may only realize it after a very long time. The reason is that the choice is being made unconsciously. Your brain has a familiarity map. This map started being drawn when you were very young, going all the way back to your infancy before you could even really be considered a child. The people around you during childhood shaped this map. You learned from them what love feels like. You discovered how attention is earned. You internalized what safety looks like. And these experiences turned into an automatic template. This is what love feels like. This is what connection looks like. This is what a safe person is. The people around you at that young age gave you a template you would use for the rest of your life without even realizing it. Now you're an adult. You meet someone new. Your brain is still using that same map. Does this feel familiar? It asks. If it feels familiar, the brain approves it. So simply put, the positive feelings you experience towards someone you meet today are actually rooted in the feelings you experienced during childhood. And as you can probably guess, familiar does not always mean good. If you grew up in an unhealthy environment of love, inconsistency feels familiar to you. If you had to earn attention as a child, someone whose attention you need to win over feels attractive to you. If you grew up in an emotionally distant environment, a distant person feels normal to you. The brain does not say, "This is good." The brain says, "This is familiar." And what feels familiar also feels positive and safe. That is why your choices keep repeating, my friend. So, why do these repeating choices involving the same type of people seem so different in the beginning? Because the familiarity map works deep beneath the surface, not on the surface itself. It does not care about hair color, it does not pay attention to profession, it does not care about age. You meet someone new, on the outside they seem completely different. But within a few weeks, that familiar dynamic starts appearing again. Your brain recognizes the dynamic and relaxes. There it is, this is familiar. Meanwhile, you say, this is interesting, this is different. But in reality, your brain is saying, this is familiar. Reliving the same dynamic again and again is actually an attempt to close an unfinished cycle. In psychology, this is called repetition compulsion. Let's say there was an unresolved problem during childhood, a cycle that never fully closed, and the brain is stubborn enough to spend an entire lifetime trying to close that cycle. This time it will be different. This time I'll finally receive that love. This time I'll finally get that acceptance. But unfortunately, this almost always ends negatively, because the same dynamic creates the same result. Calling it a chronic problem would probably be accurate. The cycle restarts before it ever truly ends, and every single time you move towards someone new while saying, this time it's different, but you are still navigating with the same map. When you look back at your past relationships, have you noticed the common patterns I just described? The thought of this time it will be different keeps failing because the decision is made consciously, but the choice is made unconsciously. You say, I won't be attracted to emotionally distant people anymore. The decision is made. But then you meet someone new, your brain scans the map, the dynamic begins, and that feeling appears again. It refuses to let go of you. The unconscious mapping system has taken control, and this system does not care about your conscious decisions. People generally prefer individuals who resemble the emotional traits of their parents. You do this without realizing it. The brain applies this mechanism instinctively, almost like recognizing a scent. For people with healthy pasts, this mechanism works positively. But for people with traumatic or unhealthy pasts, it repeatedly selects the same damaging dynamics from the past. The map cannot label something as good or bad. It only cares whether it is familiar. To escape this, you must change the template. And to change this template, the first step is asking yourself, how does this person make me feel? Excited or anxious? Safe or constantly needing to prove yourself? Relaxed or always on alert? The feelings you experience tell you something important about that person. This is how you begin to understand that what feels familiar is not always what is right. Sometimes peace can feel unfamiliar. Sometimes safety can feel boring. But over time, as you grow accustomed to that unfamiliar feeling, the map slowly begins to redraw itself. That is why awareness is the most important step. After that, you must consciously move toward healthier paths. And if you can achieve both of these things, the direction of your life will change. Now you understand this cycle. And believe me, understanding it is incredibly important. Most people live through this for years without realizing anything. Those who are unaware live according to the direction of the wind. Those who become aware decide the direction of the wind themselves. After this video, you will become someone different. I believe in you. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you subscribe, my banana supply will remain safe. You're on the channel of Monk, the first monkey YouTuber. See you in the next video. Thank you.